Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Qubekani. We haven't made a video in a while and I just thought I'd make a video explaining what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm currently doing a set of night shifts. Today is my second night. So I'm covering one of the COVID wards. Normally as F1s in this hospital, we normally cover 3 wards. So stroke ward, care of the elderly, and diabetes and endocrine. But since the COVID-19 pandemic, they've reshuffled the rotas. You either work COVID or non-COVID, depending on which week you're on. So I did long days last week and now I'm on nights. So I started my night shift around 9 p.m. and I got handed over from the day team. They just handed over 2 things today: to monitor a patient who's got hyperkalemia. So they already started treatment. They put them on nebulizers, insulin, dextrose, and some calcium gluconate because I think there's some ECG changes. My job later on will be to repeat a blood test and just make sure that the potassium's come down. If not, then I'll probably have to repeat the treatment again. Another thing they handed over, we've got a patient who's COVID positive and their oxygen requirements have been steadily going up during the day. So my job is to just monitor her, see how she's getting on. If they continue to increase, then plan is to transfer to a different ward so she can be tried on CPAP just to help her with the breathing and to see if her oxygen saturations improve. In between all that, I'll be doing sort of regular night shift jobs. I've just been sorting out some drug charts and reviewing some medications. People asking for sort of pain medications, sleeping tablets, because it's quite difficult to sleep in hospital, especially if there are patients with monitors on and they've got alarms going off. It's really difficult to sleep, so a lot of people ask for some tablets to help them sleep. So if I have a bit of downtime, I'll probably do some past medicine questions. I've been doing a bit of past medicine just to refresh my memory in terms of things I used to know from medical school. It's amazing how quickly you forget things once you start working. You learn a lot of on-the-job things and things that you're seeing every day, but things you knew from medical school tend to just decline, especially after your finals. So I'm just doing past medicine. I'm doing the MRCP part 1. Just to practice and keep up knowledge. If I have a bit of downtime, I can just wait to be contacted by the nurses if they're concerned about any patients or if they need me to review medications, drug tests and things like that. Normally they just reach me on a bleep and then I'll just ring them back and sort of give advice over the phone or go off and review some patients. I have to go back on the ward in a few minutes to repeat the patient's blood test. But in the meantime, I'll just carry on doing some past medicine questions. I usually get about a couple of hours of sleep in the night shift. It really varies. Sometimes barely have any time to sit down and have something to eat. And sometimes we've got a couple of hours, 3 hours to sleep. And we've got the doctor's mess, which has computers, phones to reply to bleeps. You can just use the computers to check for blood tests and things like that. And monitor patients remotely in terms of their news, so their observations. And if you want to sleep, you can sleep on the sofas. I normally sleep on that sofa there. So I've just got back from seeing 2 patients. I was going to see one patient who had chest pain. They've been coughing a lot, they're COVID positive, and their chest pain sounded pleuritic. It's when they cough or when they take a deep breath in and it's a sharp pain. But the thing to just make sure is that it's not sort of cardiac chest pain, especially in the middle of the night. And the good thing about these nights is that there's always a registrar at the end of the phone, so you can just discuss any case you want with them if you're not sure, and just making sure that you've covered everything. And the other patient I went to see was someone with spiking temperatures and they had a fast heart rate, so they were tachycardia. On the ECG, the sinus tachycardia, likely being driven by the high temperature. So for now, I'm going to carry on doing some more past medicine. So my shift is nearly done. I'm just waiting for the day team to arrive now so I can hand over one patient. I saw another patient who had AKI. I think it's pretty enough they've got an infection. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.